Welcome to our Season 9 reunion. I'm the show's creator and your reunion host, Carlos King.
This one is emotional, to be honest, and it's deep and heavy. If you've ever followed Love and Marriage Huntsville's journey, I urge you to watch this video through to the end, because what we're going to uncover will fundamentally alter your perspective on the program, the actors, and everything that has transpired behind the scenes. This is about more than just the cancellation of a reality show. It's about power struggles, betrayals, burnout, and a man who at last said enough is enough. So don't click off, don't scroll away. The complete truth that the cameras never captured is about to be revealed to you. Let's begin. In a move that no one anticipated, Love and Marriage Huntsville's creator Carlos King finally spoke up and dropped the kind of bombshell that has left fans stunned. He affirmed that the show is ending, not for a brief pause or break, but for good. Officially, the show that provided us with memorable moments, heated debates, and unvarnished insight into the lives of Black couples creating legacies is over. And why? It's not just one thing, though. There were many layers of stress, treachery, and emotional weariness that culminated in a breakdown. From the tense past between Melody Shari and Martell Holt to Kimmy and Maurice Scott's emotional toll while attempting to mediate conflicts, to Marceau and Letitia's ceaseless defense of their union. This is the culmination of everything, and Carlos is finally explaining why. It began with a straightforward social media post with only a few words. Immediately, fans began to wonder if this was a joke. Was Carlos making a joke? However, the truth quickly surfaced. Carlos didn't allow the misunderstanding to persist. He went live and told us the whole tale. And what he disclosed was not only heartbreaking, but also painful. He stated it clearly. Marriage and Love Huntsville was too poisonous to go on. Yes, the drama that used to garner attention and ratings had evolved into something more sinister. The original concept of the show had entirely disappeared, the cast was unable to perform, and the production was unable to maintain control. Carlos claims that the main issue was not even the drama we witnessed on screen, but rather the things we were not able to witness, such as the arguments that took place during filming, the conflicting allegiances between the actors and producers, and the emotional collapses that took place behind the scenes. The show's focal point, Shari and Martell Holt had become so estranged from one another that they could hardly be in the same room, and their problems went beyond mere plot drama to become genuine. Carlos acknowledged that their conflict had begun to impact every aspect of the production. The problems between Melody and Martell permeated phone conversations, meetings, and on-set energy. Then came Kimmy and Maurice Scott, and it got intolerable. Despite their best efforts, maintaining the peace turned into a full-time job. Carlos summed it up perfectly. The show is failing when the cast members are more concerned with breaking up fights than filming scenes, and Kimmy, who has already faced her own personal struggles with family and health, didn't need the added strain. Maurice was also torn between his duty to his wife and his loyalty to his brother Marceau. Carlos witnessed the toll that such emotional turmoil takes in real time. The tension continued after that. In the midst of it all were Marceau and Letitia. Both cast members and fans were continuously scrutinizing their marriage, wondering what was genuine and what was a front. Carlos acknowledged that their devotion to one another was both a strength and a weakness, even when it was not evident. They fiercely defended one another, but their defense began to resemble defiance, and chaos results when defiance and production collide. According to Carlos, the cast division became unmanageable. Not only the cast was involved, there were others who supported the production, others who did not, and still others who played both sides. Carlos disclosed that there was division within his own production team. Producers began taking sides. There was no longer any loyalty. Behind the scenes, there were rumors, secrets, and outright manipulation. More animosity resulted from certain producers favoring particular cast members and beginning to rewrite the story to shield them. The cast felt deceived, and rather than cooperating to create quality television, it devolved into a struggle for control of the edit and the greatest amount of power. The pressure from the media followed. Carlos talked candidly about how the media contributed significantly to the show's demise. The cast was viewed under a microscope at every turn. Every post on social media turned into a headline. Fans stopped merely watching the show and started following each cast member's personal life in real time, turning every argument into a blog post. It was oppressive to feel the pressure to be flawless off camera and perform well on camera. Even minor disagreements are being transformed into national drama, according to Carlos. The performances of Melody Instagram lives of Martell on Kimmy's health, the business drama in Marceau. The cast had nowhere to go. Everything was being taken advantage of. Carlos also acknowledged that the strain of everything began to wear people down. According to him, some cast members were requesting to be released from their meltdowns, while others were blatantly refusing to shoot. Especially Shari had reached a breaking point. She was fed up with the way she was portrayed, the never-ending conflict cycles, and the public criticizing everything she did. From custody battles to arguments on social media, Martell was also losing it. He had changed from being the show's antagonist to a man who was collapsing under duress. Carlos then revealed the most shocking revelation of all. A trusted member of the cast had been covertly undermining the program. Carlos claimed that this individual had been causing mayhem, manipulating producers behind the scenes, and disclosing personal information to the media. They were dousing the situation with gasoline rather than merely stirring it. Although Carlos did not provide names, fans have already begun to speculate as to whether it was Martell Melody or someone else. Whoever it was, their behavior was a major factor in the show's cancellation. Carlos said that the betrayal was deeply hurtful. This was about trust. And once that trust was lost, there was no going back. It wasn't just about show drama. He claimed that as he watched the show go out of control, he felt helpless. He attempted to save it by holding meetings, attempting to reset them, and giving the cast members another chance, but to no avail. Everyone had gone too far. Walking away was the only way to stop the damage because the show had turned into a battlefield. Let's now discuss the implications of this for the future. Carlos acknowledged that the conclusion of Love and Marriage Huntsville might permanently alter reality television. Drama has become too much of an obsession for the industry. Networks want more controversy, explosions, and drama, but at what price? These shows disregard the emotional health of their cast members, and Love and Marriage Huntsville has emerged as a shining example of how pursuing ratings can destroy actual lives. Carlos claimed that when he first started the show, he had a goal in mind: to show love, growth, and real-life struggles while showcasing strong, prosperous Black families. However, that vision vanished somewhere along the way, and he is now retreating. He is challenging the reality TV industry to perform better by critically examining what it has become. Audiences deserve better too, he said. Fans adored these characters for their stories as much as the drama. The power of Melody, Kimmy's elegance, Martell's battle, Letitia's devotion. These were real people, not fictional characters, and it was depressing to watch them fall apart episode after episode. Carlos urged viewers to consider their actual desires for reality television. Is it about realness, growth, and connection, or is it just about mess? Carlos made room for new endeavors. He stated that while he is not finished telling stories, he is finished with the negativity, and it's really time. For too long, reality TV has been pushing the boundaries. Perhaps this is the industry's needed wake-up call. I therefore want you to consider the cast members as we wrap up this video. Kimmy, Maurice, Letitia, Martell, Melody, and Thays shared everything with us, including their highs, lows, suffering, and advancements, and now it's all over. Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming to an end, but perhaps a better future is ahead. More truthful, more therapeutic, and more grounded. As you already know, we're not done discussing this, so stay tuned. Leave a comment, share your thoughts, and if you've been watching since season 1, this is your moment as well. This moment will have an impact on reality TV overall, as well as the cast. We will be delving into this story for a very long time, so I appreciate you staying with me through to the very end.